Hi there, how are you doing?
Oh, what are you doing taking pictures?
And they would go along and pick up all those dead bodies and put them in the wagon. It made you stop and think about life.
And then I said, Papa, I just met the man that I'm going to marry.
Hey everybody, thanks for being here. For today's story, we are going with episode 1, season 1 of the Story Trek, and I'm going to share a story about a guy who is just absolutely fascinating, and his wife. His name's Floyd, her name is Lois. Sir, excuse me, can I bug you for a second? I need your help. You're helping us by sending us in a direction.
Yeah, like what direction?
Well, how about we do this? Why don't you just get my pen, flip it on the ground, and whatever direction it points is what direction we'll go.
Okay.
So go ahead and give that a toss. So that's west. Okay, we'll go west.
How far?
Yeah.
Like, just tell you how many miles
You
to
can
go?
tell us how many miles or how many blocks or you.
I don't know, maybe 4 blocks.
4 blocks.
Yeah.
The pink house with the blue doors.
I trip.
Be careful back there.
I'm really tripping with Todd.
Hi there, how are you doing?
Oh, what are you doing taking pictures of my
My name's Todd, and we want to put you on television is what we want to do if you want to be on television, yeah. And the first person who says, yeah, I'll let you put me on TV, we do a story about him.
Oh, you do?
Are you that guy? Are you going to let us put you on TV?
Well, I don't know.
Floyd decided to take a chance, and he let us inside to meet his wife, Lois. They've been married 63 years.
Pabiona.
You're from Tabiona.
That's where she was born.
Really?
You said a word like you knew where it was.
I've camped in Tabiona and fished in Tabiona before, so.
Then you are the lucky one.
Then
If
he's
anybody else did
Yeah.
Pabiona, come into my house.
What should we know about you?
Well, I don't suppose it's much different than other people's story.
Well, you just might be surprised.
I was born on the 4th of June, 1923.
87-year-old Floyd Hunt is one of the greatest generation. He fought in World War II along with 4 of his brothers.
And they would go along and pick up all those dead bodies and put them in the wagon. It made you stop and think about life and the purpose of life and why we're here, you know? It could be quite emotional to see those kind of things.
When he finally got home after the war, Floyd decided on a career.
I decided to go to barber school.
And that's where he met Lois, at a church dance.
I said to her, "You must be from a little country town." And she said, "Why do you say that?" And I said, "Because you dance like a country girl." I'm from the country too. She went home that night, said to her dad, "Do you know where Enterprise, Utah is?" And he said, "I don't have any idea."
And I said, well, I didn't either. But we better both of us find out. And then I said, Papa, I just met the man that I'm going to marry.
After they got married, Floyd decided on a career change. He wanted to learn how to cut women's hair.
They discouraged me. They said, "Oh, you may as well take the whole cosmetology course. Don't just take hair cutting." And I thought, no, I don't think I want to get into that.
But he did agree to check it out. And on the first day, he saw 5 other guys in the class. He thought it might not be so bad.
So in September, we decided to move to St. George. In 1951, and opened a beauty salon called Hunt's House of Beauty.
It's now an art gallery, but this was Floyd's salon. So for more than 30 years, this is where the women of St. George came to get their hair done. And Floyd admits dealing with all those women got really stressful at times. So he picked up a new hobby that might surprise you.
It's good therapy. It's medicine.
Floyd is a crocheting machine. He's won several blue ribbons at the county fair for his beautiful Afghans.
And I can't wait to put another color on to see how it's going to look with the rest of the colors. And it's just interesting.
Floyd also oil paints, he gardens, and he even did construction for 15 years after getting out of the beauty business. But these days, he spends much of his time taking care of his wife.
And it's sad to see her the way she is and not able to do for herself and do for other people.
But he says after 63 years, 6 kids, 1 foster kid, 33 grandchildren and 30 great-grandchildren, that little girl who danced like she was from the country is still the most important thing in his life.
She sits on the side of the bed and she looks up at me and says, "You're not as good looking as you used to be." That's her wit, you know. She's just
funny.
Has it. And I said, "No, and you're not either." And then she'd say, "What would I ever do without you?" That's her life.
And that's their life. I never would have imagined when I knocked on any door that I would get a World War II vet, beauty salon owner, crocheting, painting, amazing man like him. And I think I had the right password to get into the house. That was Tabiona. Worked well with Lois, and he actually didn't seem happy that we were there with cameras in front of the house, but I'll tell you, if you shake somebody's hand and you smile, it can change everything. And I'm so glad that we were able to interview him and his wife. About a year later, Floyd passed away, and then a couple years after that, Lois passed away. But what an incredible legacy, incredible lives that they lived, and another great story on the Story Trek. To see the entire episode, visit BYUtv.org and search for The Story Trek. And you can find it free on the BYU TV app. You can watch it right there on your phone if you want. And then be sure to like and subscribe on this channel. Hit that bell so that you'll be notified when a new story pops up. And a lot of stories are going to be popping up.